All the animated films work beautifully for musicals. This one in particular was such fun to write. It was a great experience to do this movie.
Oh, the film is absolutely a Broadway musical. It's written as a Broadway musical, it's performed as a Broadway musical, and it's scored as a Broadway musical. There's 72 minutes of music in this film. There are probably less than 2 minutes without music of some sort.
Right now, we're now doing the last process of the score. We're putting the orchestra underneath everything. And these animated films are really quite a challenge because in most films, out of a 80-minute musical, you get about 30 minutes of music. In an animated feature, it's wall-to-wall music.
The music in an animation film not only gives us the direction as far as the emotion, but it also provides us with certain sound effects that the music has to be precise at hitting certain things. I mean, we'll adjust timings, tempos in the music so that I can hit something within a tenth of a second.
Barry approaches it in a way that I've never come across before. He doesn't just sit down and write a song that we graft onto the movie. Barry, first of all, reads the script. He looks, he knows what the project is, and he comes in with ideas that propel the plot, that are funny.
Then we all get good and miserable, then we all throw up. Slunk on 20. Oh, great lyrics, right?
And then we all throw up.
Barry Manilow is such an incredible perfectionist. I made several records of my own, and I was never treated with so much detail, attention to detail, as he had, which was wonderful.
Close. Close? Close. It finally locked in. The first 8 bars were ahead. Also, what's that first noise that we hear? I think it's coming from the percussion. It feels like a clunk. I know you don't want it to be that. I have to be hands-on at everything I undertake. I believe in the word commitment, and which means that I see it through. Once I say I'm in for the long run. I never give up. I'll be there at the first screening. Hey, Mark.
Yes.
Could you put a snare hit on the 4th beat of bar 12? We write those songs, and we collaborate with Don Bluth and his geniuses, and the script writers, and we render the songs. We put the actors' voices on the songs, and then I don't hear from anybody for 2 years, because then they go to work. Then they start to draw to the voices, and it takes forever to do these animated films. Every cell is painstakingly drawn and carefully manufactured, and so by the time we see the film, it's like 2 years later. And who knows what the film is, what shape it's in. We never know where the songs wound up. We never know whether they lasted or not. This one is terrific. It's exactly the way we hoped.
Welcome to the good ship Misery. The miseries of
I can deal with people being out of tune. If they can't act the song, then I'm not interested. And if you get an actor who can sing even a little, then you've got a song. Then you've got someone who can interpret a song. Marty Short is a wonderful singer.
Marty loves to sing. On the street, if you say, "Hey, Marty, give me a song," he'll start singing.
I've sung here and there along the way, but this was Jim Belushi and I doing songs together, which was fun.
how we get along together. I think it's great the way we blend.
The 4-star song of this film is Now and Forever, in my opinion, because it tells what really the whole story is about. And it provides us with thematic material that is Hubie's theme. It is the theme for Hubie and Marina, which is the key element in the story of Hubie's trying to get together with Marina. So there's that. There's Drake's song.
It's very much a Manilow song. It's got lots of attitude. I think it's a tango.
Say yes, my love, and go with a winner. Believe me, that would be wiser.
I've been living with these demos because in order for the animators to animate, you have to put the voices on first, whether it's the scenes or the songs. The voices have to go on first. And so for the songs, I just put a very crude and simple background on for the actors to sing to, and then I leave for 2 years, and they go and animate to the voices of the actors. Then 2 years later, today, we go into the studio and replace my little piano and drums and whatever I put on with the real orchestra. And it's always an emotional experience, and it's always a surprise and a thrill to hear this orchestra here in Dublin. They're a terrific orchestra, young, exuberant, energetic, and they read great, they play great, and to hear these songs sound like I've always heard them in my head is just such a thrill. Today we're doing Now and Forever, the big opening and the big closing, and it's really quite an amazing experience, especially since the demos were so simple, and now there's this 70-piece monster playing behind these voices. It's just a thrill.
It's the best. There's nothing that can compare. You hear the music in your head when you're writing it. You write it all out. You know what it's supposed to sound like, and then you bring to the experience. I mean, each one of these musicians has probably between 15 and 40 years experience. So you multiply that by 70, and it's just remarkable. Nothing compares to having 100 musicians playing your music. For me, it's the ultimate high.
I really admire these people. Their talent is, I don't know how they do what they do. I love it. I just love it. Great. Yeah. That's it.